Thanks for joining me today. We are doing chair yoga, which is a really incredible form of movement because it is a lot more inclusive than a mat. Go ahead and grab a chair. In a perfect world, you would have one similar to this one where there's no railings, so you have space beside you without anything in the way. That being said, I've also taught classes where we had chairs that did have railings. So like I said, if you're in a perfect world, you have one, but if you only have one with railings, let's just go ahead and move our body anyways. Take a seat. Try and find a neutral spine. So if you can, and have your head over your heart, over your pelvis stacked, and your back is not resting on the back of the chair. You are instead using your core to keep yourself upright. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we just start with breath, really simple. See if you can imagine your tailbone, your sit bones melting into the chair a little deeper. Notice where in the body you may be carrying stress or tension. And set the intention to move the best you can with as little judgment and criticism of yourself along the way. Inviting in the breath to soften those areas that might need a little extra space or grace. Okay, let's get into it. Open the eyes. Take the arms open to the side, palms rotate up to the sky to start, and then just gently flip the palms down. Rotate up and rotate down. And now exploring a little shoulder mobility, you could explore not just the palms facing down, but then the thumbs continuing to rotate as well. Exploring the rotation. Keep the hands active, palms flat. Good job. You have 3 more. This is also really great for people who work at a desk. So if you only have 5 minutes before a meeting and you really just want to try and relax, these are great things you can do at a desk as well. Okay, here we go. Let's move on. Softening down. Go ahead, take your right arm forward in front of you like you're going to shake someone's hand. Imagine lengthening through both sides of your body. Grow a little taller. Breathe in. Exhale. Rotate open. Getting your gaze. Follow your thumb behind you. Let's flow. Inhale forward. Exhale open. Inhale forward. Exhale open. 2 more. And again, if my pace feels a little fast for you, it's very easy for you to take control of that and just slow down. That's in your control. 1 more for me. Awesome. And we right away switch sides. Left arm ahead of you. Breathe and get tall. Exhaling to rotate. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. We have 3. And 2, active through your fingers. Get tall, lengthening out of your spine. Last one. And relax. Amazing. Give those shoulders a shrug up and down. Take the arms out to the side. Peel your chest open, arms reaching back. Exhale, reach the arms forward like you're giving somebody a great big bear hug. Go ahead and wrap the arms around you like you're giving yourself a hug now. And now I want you to actually press your back into the chair. So you're hugging yourself. You can feel your back pressed into the chair. And again, inhale, sweep open, breathe in. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhaling to open. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale to open. Exhale, tuck and round. And relax. Left arm high to the sky. If you can, the right arm is going to rest down past your waist towards the floor. Inhale, get tall, lift up and out of your hip and side, bend over. And back up. Let's stay on one side, get tall. Exhale once more, side bending over. And again, inhale, get tall. Exhale, side bend over, working to not raise the shoulders up towards your ears. And go ahead, switch sides. Now today's chair yoga class is a little bit more stretch and mobility focused. There will be another video if there's not already. That's more strength focused, more strength, more core. So what would be great is if you did both back to back, give yourself a full body movement practice, but they're also nice to split up. That's why I've designed them this way. So depending on what your body's abilities and capabilities are that day, you can choose. Good. Amazing. Let's move on to the legs. To start, just march the legs out. Get them legs moving. Today's chair yoga practice also, we're not standing at all. I know there's some chair yoga flows where you stand up and you use the chair a little bit more for balance. Today though, we're staying seated. Okay, keep marching for 5. And as we're marching, let's invite in some core. So even though we're stretching, the core is still helping us stabilize. So you're squeezing that belly button up and in. Last one. And relax. Amazing job. Okay, from here, go ahead, extend your right leg out in front of you. Flex that foot, float the leg off the floor. You should feel stretched through the hamstring. Point the toe. And go ahead and roll it out. Gotcha. And we switch legs. Go ahead, extend left leg out. You're straightening it out nice and long. Point, flex, roll, and relax. Now, I want you to start to slide yourself forward on your chair. You're not on the edge, but you're not all the way back. You're in the middle of the chair. Now we have a little bit more space available to us to extend the leg out. I want you to, if you can, rest the heel down on the floor. Go ahead and tip forward, reaching ahead of you. Reach towards your toes. Maybe you can touch them, maybe you can't. Try one hand, try the other hand. Maybe both. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. Good. This is nice for the low back as well as the leg. Go ahead, roll yourself back up, restack our spine. Other leg, extend it out long. Heel presses down if you can. Hinge forward over your hip. Go ahead and reach your leg or your hands forward, bowing over. One hand reaches, maybe the other, maybe both. Rounding through the back, bring your breath into focus. Amazing, and we roll back up. Great job. Alrighty, from here, we're going to take our hands out in front of us. We're taking the arm up overhead. We are rotating behind us and holding. This time you're taking your opposite hand, crossing it to the outside of the knee. So we're in a deeper twist. We're a bit warmer now. We can take up more space. Come on back to center, switching sides, arm extends. You're rotating the opposite hands, touching the opposite knee on the outside edge, rotating a little deeper. And back to center. Let's do that one more time. Reach, twisting, finding more space. Come back to center, other way, reach and rotate. And back to center. Alrighty. If you can, come back to that middle spot on your chair. Take your legs a bit wider, external hips. Now, this is where if you have a railing, you will be limited with how wide the knees can go. If you don't have a railing, you might be able to go that little bit more. Bring your right elbow down to your knee. When I'm here, I imagine almost like I'm a pitcher. Is that what it's called? No, not a pitcher. I forget. But in baseball, when you're the person behind the person swinging the bat, obviously I don't play baseball. But this is what I want you to imagine, okay? This is a good visual where you have the mitt and you're going to catch the ball if it doesn't get hit by the bat. I'm embarrassing myself. Okay. Then bring your right elbow stays there. The opposite hand now is floating high to the sky. Oh, we're mimicking a side angle stretch here that you would do on your mat. Get your gaze lift high if that feels okay on the neck. If not, you can go ahead and look down. That's fine too. And now here, instead of sinking into it like you're resting on a couch cushion, I want you to lift up and out. Lots of space through both sides, space between ear and shoulder. If you want to add on, the little arm circle feels really nice here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Both ways circling. And come back down. We switch sides. Now we have our left elbow just above our knee. Go ahead, extend the right arm high to the sky. Hanging out here, lifting up and out of this. You're in an active stretch. Breath is present. Arm starts to circle. And the other way around. Amazing job. All right. From here, roll yourself all the way up. Close the knees like a book. All right, I have two variations for us next. Some of us are moving into a figure 4 if this feels doable. You're taking your right ankle, crossing it over the leg. You're going to take your hand and just gently press that knee down. Breathing in. Now this will be really good for the glutes. If this doesn't feel doable for some of you, instead you're going to cross and then see if you're in a cross-legged, if you can take the foot that's closest to the floor and just gently walk it the opposite direction of the floating leg. So both legs are in like this crisscross. And then you'll hold here. Okay, so either one. One more option for both variations to make it a little bit more of a stretch. You will bow your chest forward. And right away I can feel that really deepened it for me. So this is great for either one. Let's go ahead and switch legs. So here we're in our figure 4. What's great about figure 4 is you can do it on your back, seated, or seated in a chair. If you're doing the crisscross, what you're doing is mimicking what we call cow's face pose. And it should get a little bit more into the outside edges of the glutes. Great. Okay, come on out of that. Give your hands a little shake. Maybe roll the wrists. Give the head a little roll. Give the legs a little shake out too. And come to meet me in stillness. Let's finish with breath. Feel the sit bones anchor down into your chair. You're going tall through your spine, lengthening through the back of the neck. Can you widen through the base of your skull? Inhale, grow a little taller through your spine. Exhale, letting it all go. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, ground yourself into this chair. Amazing. And you may stay here for a few more deep breaths if it feels right for you, or you are ready to get on with the rest of your day. Thank you for joining.